Hi, I'm Clemency Burton-Hill, and I'm here at the majestic London Coliseum, where Mozart's much-loved opera, The Magic Flute, is soon to open. Due to overwhelming public demand, English National Opera are reviving Nicholas Hytner's classic production, and today they're doing a full-length dress rehearsal in order to put together the finishing touches to the show before it opens to the public at large.
This is the fourth time I've revived this production, and I love it because it has everything. It has spirituality, it has humour, it has beautiful costumes, it has beautiful music, entertaining and moving.
It's obviously hugely popular. This is the 13th time that English National Opera have revived this production, and
Yes.
you yourself have sung, Pamina, this is your third time, I think, in this production.
Yes.
What keeps bringing you back to this production and this role?
I think it's a timeless production, but what I find each time I return is new aspects to the role and the character. I find it really interesting to explore areas. I mean, you come back to a production a year or 2 years later, you've changed as a person through relationships or with experiences, things that make you stronger or weaker. And so you come as a different person. No one comes back the same person. So I think that really relates into creating almost a new character each time. So I never get bored of creating or recreating this character.
Watching this opera is a lot like a McDonald's hamburger. It's everywhere in the world. It's played so often in every city. And my goal when I conduct the piece is that it just does not become routine. And it's very, very dangerous because most musicians in the pit, they've played it 200 times. And you know, when S.J. is singing her suicide aria, there has to be someone in the audience that really thinks she's going to stab herself. That's my goal, I can say.
Well, here we are in the Coliseum Theatre, and what English National Opera is famous for, there's no other theatre in the world that does what's going on over my shoulder, which is a changeover, because we don't have what's called a palette, where you just take a set and then pull it over to the side, and then another set comes down. What has to happen is that this set has to be taken down, and La Bohème has to be made ready. And that takes within 3 hours. They have to take this set down, put La Bohème back up, refocus, I think about 350 lights. Meanwhile, the costumes are being turned around in the dressing rooms, wigs are being reset ready for this evening, and this all happens. The only other theatre in the world that attempts to do this was I think in Tehran, but that's all stopped now because they couldn't keep up with the pace. It is remarkable that we do everything with the will of a gentleman like Mickey, who's over my shoulder now, making things happen, and so we are a genuine repertory theatre.
I mean, the singers enjoy doing this production, and that's there's nothing more unbearable in opera when you have to do a production that you just don't enjoy doing, and you have to be a character that you don't believe in, yeah. And so everything, working with Ian Robertson, who revived this production, has just been a great pleasure. Just constantly refreshing it and asking ourselves, what are we really trying to do? What is it really about? And reinventing I think every time you do the production, this happens. I think it's the most important thing are the children that come.
Yeah.
It must be that one person, one 8-year-old or 10-year-old is going to be able to say, I remember the first time I went to the opera, it was the Magic Flute, and I was 10 years old. That is the most important thing we can achieve in a performance, I think.
And at the end of the day, it's a fairy tale. And so it's taken in often by the comments I get from children coming up to me. And it's all this excitement of all the elements of the production. It's a fairy tale, so how can you not love a fairy tale?